I need a shot like this, but of the actual ship. This is what I need! I need this. Okay, we're in business. We're in business, guys. It's time for the actual work to begin. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a new folder. This one's gonna be called... what are we playing? No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky. This is gonna be the... Rasa Mama. Rasa Mama. Okay, now we're in business. Where you at, Chill Step Mix? Where you at? Okay. Alright, let's get to work. So here's... I love Paint 3D for one feature, and I don't have Photoshop. I'm sure that this is probably easier to do on Photoshop. Some of you guys out there with the software, just take the idea and use it with whatever software you're comfortable with. This one is free. It's on my computer like from the get-go. So my idea is basically to put myself inside the ship. Nice and simple. I'm gonna put myself inside this ship. I'll probably trim all that out. Now here is the sweet feature. It's called Magic Select. And this thing is radical. It will automatically select semi-intelligently. It's actually semi-intelligent, the parts that you want. And I'm just gonna make sure I get the whole ship now, which is gonna take a little time. You wanna make sure you get the whole thing, because in this particular software, once you click that done button, you cannot undo. So this, I love this feature, guys. This Magic Select is genius. I'm a huge fan, and it's a big part of what makes a lot of these images and scenes work. We're just gonna, I'm just using the add tool up here. You can also remove if it grabs like stuff out here in space, or maybe it grabbed this blue flame. I could just take the remove tool and say, no, we're not looking for that. Just using this add tool and sort of grabbing the parts that it didn't quite get. Looks like there's a little bit more ship right there. And it's not perfect. Sometimes you gotta kind of tease it and it'll grab too much, then you gotta remove on the other side, it'll delete too much, and you just kind of fine-tune it down into the image that you really want. Just make sure before you click done, you're done, because you could spend 45 minutes. Some of these things take me a long time to get it to grab all the right parts. Just make sure you, before you click done, you got everything right, because once you click that, and I've learned this the hard way, you can't like just undo that last click. You gotta reselect every single little bit. We're getting close now. Check and make sure this back is okay. Oh, gotta get this bit right here. Sure. See, that's something that'll get you. Like, you're like, oh, cool, I'm done. All right, great. But you missed this crappy little spot right here. So then you upload it, and it's transparent right there. It ruins the whole thing, and you gotta start all over. So just be careful. Make sure you got all your parts selected. That's not too shabby. I just want to take an examination of this wing. Make sure we get all this jazz. So here it, oh no, that's normal. That's not space. That needs to be there. Thank you guys for coming and checking the process. I hope that this is helpful for some people. This is something I normally do behind the scenes, but again, pretty much by popular demand, I'm just going to show my process as I prep for next week's stream. So here, let me just, I don't want to screw up. Let me just double check. I think we're done though. Bit more love right there. There we go. That looks about right. We demand it! Are you making this into a clip so we can pause and follow? Well, the whole VOD will be uploaded afterwards. I don't have great video editing skills. Honestly, one of my major weaknesses that I could improve upon is video editing, so I could tailor some of this content towards a YouTube audience who does, you know, they do things differently over there, right? Their taste is different. It's a good thing I get in closer. So I could use some video editing skills, or some of you guys over in the crew, mark yourselves as video editors so I can pay you and do some work. what you do best, because I'm not very good at it. Okay, I'm gonna click done. So, now watch this. I freaking love this tool. Basically, it pulls it out into a 3D selection now. And now I can just grab that. And there's my first piece of this puzzle, okay? Now I'm going to grab my brushes and basically just delete the background. Give myself a giant eraser. Erase the background. And come into my canvas and mark it as a transparent canvas. So it's a white background, transparent background. So basically we've just cut out the part that we actually need. Now I'm going to make it into a sticker again. Which basically just make it into a sticker means go from 3 dimensions back to 2 dimensions. Just kind of put it in there and trim my frame back down just a little bit. That's not bad. Okay. This is our first piece of the puzzle. We're going to save this as a PNG. Make sure you always save anything with a transparent backwards as a PNG. So Rasamama background is what this is going to be. Now, step 2. We're going to magic select again, and this is where my layering techniques come in. It's a little bit of a bitch, honestly. It is. Now I have to think for a second, because basically, that's going to be our background. What we just pulled, the whole image itself is the background. What I have to do now is basically take anything that would be in front of me and essentially bring it to a forward layer. I have to make a second image of the foreground so I can layer it over. You're basically going to sandwich your background, your webcam, and a foreground to create this layering effect like you're inside of something. Wasn't sure what I was walking into, but I was fine. I've used Paint 3D for myself for very quick, little dirty meme making. Little guerrilla meme making, I like that. Software is limited, but this feature is what, yeah, this feature is what makes me use it. If it wasn't for this feature, I'd recommend something else. I think I'm gonna make my trim right about in here-ish. So what I need now is foreground stuff. I'm gonna grab this, all this, and basically this is gonna sandwich on top of what we just did. But I don't want this, okay? Because we're gonna be going in here. This is gonna be our webcam space. This one's gonna be a little bit funky because of the camera angle is a little weird. We don't really need all that. We can cut it off there. We don't need this engine. Cut that. And remove, right? Yeah. Do I want that there? Actually, hold on a second. Let me just brainstorm. Do I want that there? Maybe I... No, I don't think I do. I think I'll just cut my webcam by that point. This is where it gets a little weird. Sometimes you'll think that you're done, you'll put it all together, and it's just like, oh, doesn't quite work. I trimmed it wrong, or I got my layering a little bit funny. Keep it, or half. Okay, well, thank you. There's this nice little feature that basically, it's going to automatically make a VOD of this whole thing at the end of it, so just export it over to YouTube. I just need to get a little bit better at editing, because now who's got 45 minutes on YouTube? I mean, on YouTube they want, you know, give it to me in 60 seconds, right? Just give me the quick bullet points. I got better things to do than hang out here on YouTube. Hi, Vixie. What is up, girl? I hope that you are doing amazing today. I'm trying... There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Let me just make sure that's kosher. Trim right there. That might be our foreground, guys. So, basically, this is going to get stripped, and all this is going to stay. I think that's it right there. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to commit. You've got to commit. At some point, you just got to click that button. So there's our foreground. Now I'm going to basically strip it again. One thing I've noticed is it's tempting to crop my frame back down to fit this. Just leave the frame for your background. Don't adjust your canvas size is what I mean, because it's just easier to size inside of OBS having the same pixel rate on your foreground and your background image. Even though this is all dead space essentially, by trimming it down, it actually tweaks the ratio when you import it into OBS and can create some problems. It'll just take more time to get it all to fit just kosher. So good to see you, V. How are you today? We had a great time flying the other day. She shot me in the butt, and now she wants to be on my team. Ooh, I just don't buy it. Again, we're gonna make sure we save this as a PNG. Oh, okay. So one thing I almost screwed up here. I never made it a sticker. Watch what happens when I click sticker, okay? It's gonna shrink a little bit. Just a little bit, but it makes a difference. Look at the size now. Boom. You see that? 3D. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Hold on. Redo. Ha, ha, ha. There we go. Just shrunk a little bit. See that? It's important that you do that because now it's actually sized properly to fit on the background. So we're going to save as. This is going to be our foreground. Now, I'm tempted to do one more thing. I think we're just going to go for it. But now that I think about it, to do this, I might actually need that stupid thruster right there to make that work. You know what? Shit. I'm gonna save this independently. Let me do it because I have an idea. Basically, I don't like the black background because our background has the tint on the glass. I kind of want to make it look like I'm inside of the cockpit. So normally I would actually take a screenshot of what the inside of this actual cockpit looks like, but for now I'm going to use a picture that Vixie actually hooked me up with yesterday or the day before when we were doing our Elite Dangerous stream, and Vixie got a great screenshot. And so of the inside of a cockpit of a spaceship in that game. So I'm gonna keep this because I know it's gonna be square. One thing I wish you could do is trim pictures to form, but it's square, right? You gotta work with a square image. And because of that, it's gonna basically stick out like this. The background cockpit image, I mean, it'll be like, right? And it'll stick out with a big fat triangle up here. So I'm gonna retrim this with the thruster. Where's my stickers? You know what? Let's just do this. Okay, take two. This one's gonna be for the background. Foreground, I'm sorry. Foreground. Magic Select, again, my favorite tool. Now I have a little bit better idea of what we're snagging. Should go faster. Remove this. All like so. I might, if I wanted to get really fancy, I'll do this little part. Why don't we? Why don't we get a little fancy? We'll do this little part. Get that out of there. And we'll add this. Just for that little nuance of that bar. You know, just get that little bar nuance in our foreground and have a transparency on the back side of that. There we go, like that. A big old glass. I told you so. That girl's cute. That's true. Yes, you did. You did. Full credit. So the reason I'm grabbing this thruster again is just because I already know my square image is gonna give me problems right here. So by doing this, I can basically stick a square image behind this, but the thruster is gonna cover up that corner and sort of create the illusion that it is tucked inside. And I really like to go kind of all out. So like for Elite Dangerous, I've got a picture of me in the ground vehicle, in a big ship, in a little ship, in a space pod, in a forward view, in a three-quarter view, random scenes flying around in space. Which, you know what? I'll demonstrate that to you guys. I know that's one of the scenes that you guys are actually really curious about. It's when I do those elaborate setups with all the happenings. There we go. Trim right there. I mean, well, I can keep that. That's okay. Triple checkage. A little bit more right here. No. Just a happy little pixel. You know, just let the mouse go. Let it go wherever it wants to. Bob Ross, ASMR. That guy. Did you guys see his YouTube channel? Seriously, Bob Ross YouTube. I'm on Twitch. Bob Ross on Twitch, dude. I'll get locked into that channel for hours. It's stupid. Help. Keep room in that ship for me to hide away from the looty. Yeah, Vixie's got some rather sexy emotes. Your references are out of control and everybody knows it. Thank you. Very much. That's good enough. That's good enough for our purposes, because the background's going to make up for anything that we really missed here. Alright, let's cut it. Let me just make sure. Oh! I'm gonna click it! Okay, we got it. Okay, phew. So, there we go. That's better. That's better. It's out of the way. Come back in with our brush. Oh, did I save that as a JPEG instead of a PNG? Huh. Canvas transparency. There we go. Make that a sticker. This is going to be our new foreground. I'm just going to save over the other one. I can see the problem already. Let's save over this. Better not be. It is a JPEG. Both of these are JPEGs. You son of a beach. You guys saw me save that as a freaking P. Oh my god. I'm gonna punch the universe. I'm gonna punch it so hard. You wish I didn't punch it so hard. Oh, universe. You. Why are you. Did you guys see that? What the hell is going on? You were eating chocolate. Ooh. Good for you. I'm just gonna fucking save this as a different name. There. How do you like that, Rosamama F? There. Now quick, give me lip. God dang it. I can't believe it did that. Fudge puppies. Fudge puppies. Whoops. Basically, I gotta do this one more time. Unfortunately. It sucks. It'd be easy though. Most of the trimming's already done. Don't strike Goose Fraba, right? I love that movie. I'm not sure where I stand on that film. Because originally I saw it, I was like, Jack Nicholson is a dick. This guy is a totally normal guy. And Jack is just like pushing his buttons into psychosis, man. But then I watched it a couple more times, I was like, maybe he's right. Maybe this guy did just need to be shown that he is a violent, explosive human being waiting to happen. I don't know. I don't know where the truth is. Maybe somewhere in between. Okay. Easy. Easy squeezy. Right? Sure we get it all. Oops. Went a little far on that one. Bit. Ah! Where's my Control Z? There we go. Okay. It's better he shows him after the person just exploding randomly one day. I just don't know if he ever would have exploded. That's what like makes me wonder about the film, because I just don't know if that guy would have ever exploded. Jack really pushed some buttons. really, really, really push some buttons that I think would have caused just about any sane human being to become a seriously violent and angry individual. I don't know where the truth's in there somewhere though. Okay, we're gonna save it right this time. I even said it out loud. I was like, make sure you save it as a PNG or you're gonna regret it. Thought I fucking did, but I guess not. That's good enough. Delete this crappy background again. There we go. Make it a transparent background. Make it a sticker. Boom. Up. Did I erase the background? Yes, okay. Sorry, I just didn't like my placement there. I might have lost a little bit on the edges. There we go, that's there for sure. Okay, take 17. Save this as something else. We'll call this B, just so it stops giving me lip. That was my mistake right there. Okay. Hey, Singularity, I was planning to come in earlier, but dude, we've only been live for 30 minutes. You're good, man. You're right on time. Okay, so excuse the, hi, I can see, hi, ma'am. Let's start playing around. I'm going to turn on a game capture and turn this, oh shit, I can't. Fine. Well, it's going to be a little funny just not to see the background because placement is kind of critical. Like, you don't want to cover a critical part of the game. If you have, like, a HUD somewhere, you don't want to put these resources there. But let's just show you the importation process. This is going to be our Rosamama background. This is for our own note. Doesn't really matter what you name it. Go into my No Man's Sky, grab our background, PNG file. Okay, now we've got a nifty little spaceship. Ooh, look at it fly. Whee! And this is actually how I make those scenes where I'm flying around. I literally have it right here off the screen, and I'm moving it around like this with my mouse, and I'm, you know, I'm on there, and it's a locked grouping, so it looks like I'm in there, but one thing that's kind of a pain in the ass is I would like to be able to do this and then like make it really, really big and then position myself, position myself above, right? We got to do a little layering here. Webcam in front of background. I wish I could position myself as a large and then shrink it all down in one thing, but you can't do that. I don't know why, but you can't group reduce size. You have to reduce sizes independently and it screws everything up, so you kind of just have to do it at the size that you want. For all purposes, let's just well, yeah, I would probably put it over here. Let's just go with this. I'm gonna layer myself in here. We're actually gonna do another layer. Just want to make sure I can myself in there. I'm probably gonna be sitting back like this, so maybe somewhere in this zone, right? Ish. Then we just have to do a little trimming so that we don't pop out the front of the ship, which is kind of a sometimes on. Oh God, I wish I could trim these things down to weird angles, but it's always working with squares, always. But as long as this is within our foreground, the foreground will cover that up, and our face actually won't pop out like this. So let's slap our foreground on this and see how we did. I also, watch this. I'm gonna do my cockpit. I'm gonna use an image from Vixie yesterday from Elite Dangerous. You'll notice I had my background, or this is my foreground. This is the foreground from the face view. This is from the side view. Where is my cockpit shot? Is that the one? Straight on. Oh, where's my 3/4 shot? Cockpit 3/4. That. Tried a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of it. There it is. This is our shot right here. Boom. So we're going to basically cut that person out. Bye-bye. We'll transform the image just because our ship's facing the other way. I'm gonna bring this and put it behind my webcam, but in front of the background. Get it down in here-ish. Yeah, you cut me out. I see how it is. Uh-huh. That's for shooting me in the butt. Now let's put our foreground on here, and then we can experiment with our layering and just dial it all in. This is going to be our Rosamama foreground. Back over to No Man's Sky. Here is our foreground. Now we're basically just going to spend a little bit of time dialing it all in. This is why I like to keep the foreground and the background as the same size image, because it makes sizing it a lot easier to just like to perfectly fit on there. It's actually down there, so we got a little bit bigger to go. Close. Sweet spot somewhere. Pretty darn. Oh, a little bit bigger. There we go. Art's just a little bit finicky. Let's see how we did. Yep. So okay. So see, my arm is going to get cut off by the foreground there. The cockpit looks. Cockpit could do a little better. I'm gonna get out of my own way. Maybe myself. So we be able to bring her back in a little bit because she's going to be off camera. Be skillful. And again, normally I would actually go inside the game and get my own screenshot. It's not too bad, right? That is actually brilliant. Thank you. So, and that nice little spot right there, right? That little spot by the bar. I like, it's these little details that really put you inside. Like having the bar right here kind of cut off my face. So like if I'm, you know, touching stuff, it'll... Voila! And now what I like to do is put it in a grouping. So, Rosamama foreground goes directly in front of webcam. So we've got foreground, webcam, cockpit image, background. I'm gonna grab all of them and group them in a folder called like Rosamama webcam or something. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. So now they're locked, and when we go into a scene, sometimes you guys have seen the scenes where I'm like flying around in space and stuff. Basically, I have something like this. You guys, the live viewers, are not gonna see these green lines. Basically, in edit mode, you can adjust things in real time on your channel, but your viewers are not going to see these green lines, so I can see what I have selected, but you can't. And then I'll basically fly myself around like this, and then make faces, right? And maybe, you know what? I got one thing we can do really fast. Watch this. This is a fun one. I did this with, let's go. Machine gun fire. This is a GIF that I got for Mech Warrior for one of my scenes. There's a little rifle somewhere. Here he is, muzzle flash. Check this out. Dork, right? Oh, maybe we... it's kind of a funny angle. I'll just do it to demonstrate the principle, okay? So what we're going to do is... you'll notice it's not transparent, so I'm going to add a filter called a chroma key. If you're ever trying to do anything with a green screen or cut one particular color, you're going to work with a chroma key. And we're going to select a custom color, black, because that's what I'm trying to get rid of. Notice it completely disappeared, so that's a little bit too much on our saturations and stuff like this. We're just going to play with these dials till we get a muzzle flash. And, you know, maybe I would put this somewhere, but... You know what? I gotta... Hold on a second. I got a better idea. We'll do it, instead of an image, we'll do it as an image slideshow. Now, a slideshow, I wish that you could, set a hotkey to manually change your slideshows. I've complained to Streamlabs that, like, dude, you gotta implement this feature. And the worst is you can select it. You can come into here in the slideshow, and you can come down here and say manual, use a hotkey to control your slideshow, and you can't. There's literally no way to actually implement this function. It's so stupid. How did I do the chroma key? I will show you in 1 second. So I'm going to import my files here that are going to be a part of my slideshow. First is going to be my machine gun muzzle flash, and my second is going to be a blank slide, which I've already created for my streamer shoutouts. This is just a transparent image. We're gonna play with milliseconds basically. I think I'm gonna do it on cut instead of fade, so it'll just like pop out, pop in instead of fade out, fade in. And we could loop it if we wanted to. Now let's paste that filter on there so we can't, there it goes. There it goes. So now it's on a slideshow where it's going to... You son of a bitch. What did I just say? Well, let's just remake it. It decided not to copy those chroma keys. I'll show you. Singularity to answer your question. I don't know if you're using Streamlabs OBS, but okay, starting from the beginning, I'm going to right-click on my slideshow. I'm going to come down to filters. From filters, I'm going to add a new filter, and it's at the very, very bottom. It's called chroma key. Okay? We're just going to call this like... you don't even have to, but it's for your own reference. Erase, black bullet background, whatever. BBB. Then I'm going to make a custom color because I'm trying to get rid of black, not green. Like I've got a chroma key on my green screen behind me that's dialed into that particular shade of green. Actually took way too freaking long to get that right. So I made it custom color black. And basically, if I have both these at 0, it's not going to do anything. And every little increment, it will do it by similarity. And thus, as I go higher and higher, it's going to start to chip away at that black. See that? Once that machine gun's gone, we're pretty much in good shape. Let's go like 25, maybe 30. There we go. Well, a little more. 31, 32, 33. 33. Go there. And a little bit more than that. Properties, filters, let's go like 40. Let's go 40, round it out. Okay. So, you know, I would actually go find maybe a laser beam or fly the ship and see what weapons it actually had. But maybe I'll put this behind my background. Oh, that's going to be actually inside of here. Put the machine gun behind my background. I can posture it a little bit differently. So maybe it's coming out my wing or something. But just for an idea of something, and you could put this on a hotkey so that, like let's say I wanted to set a whole scene up where like there's a maybe an enemy ship would pop up down there, and I could come at it and go like and then blow it up, and it would disappear and do some fancy stuff like I got over on MechWarrior, right? What I would do to that is come up into your settings and go to hotkeys. This is one of my favorite things to do. Right now I'm in the in-game, which I'll let's just rename this in spaceship or something, or in Rana Mama or whatever it's called, right? Rana Mama. How do you get scenes or sources to hotkeys? That's a good question. So let's do that actually right now. We'll go to hotkeys. I will go, down, 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 down. Right here, this one. Switch to scene. Switch to scene. This is the one that you want. You ever want to control your scenes via hotkeys? Come in here and find the one that says switch to scene. You're just going to click it and set whatever key you want. So let's go, let's set, this is F2. This is, you can mute your microphone on buttons. Let's put this F3. Now I'm gonna just press F3, or press F2. Okay. So just press F3. Just press F1, and we're back in. So that's how I can do my scene changes based on hotkeys. With more than a scene change, you can toggle this kind of stuff. So like, watch this. Let's go to hotkeys, and we'll come into here. Here's our machine gun, okay? Let's say hide machine gun and show machine gun. I'm gonna put them both on F7 so I can like toggle it, okay? And I do that just because I end up usually having scenes up until about F5, F6. So I can just press F7, machine gun's off, right? Now I can pretend that I'm flying around and I'm actually over here going like this and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe I'll have a really advanced scene with like 16 different of those slideshows, and I'll just press F7 and now we're activated, right? So I can almost just like fire machine guns, and just press my button and it's good. Now one thing I just noticed is there's a really annoying feature. I guess it's nice, but under properties here, you'll see how it says always play even when not visible. This is on the machine gun graphic. This basically means it's just cycling in the background, which is not what I want. I want to be able to control when this happens. So I'm going to say stop when not visible and then restart when I tell you to, basically. So F7 to turn it off. And we can fly around, and then I'll press F7 and it's on. Press F7 and it's off. F7, F7, F7. And you can do a lot of cool stuff like this. So let me show you a different scene. This might screw you guys up a little bit, just to show you what the possibilities with this kind of stuff is. Okay, did we kill it enough for you guys? We might have totally killed it. It's okay if we did. Did we kill it yet? I hope not. So like this one, I'm gonna show you this scene. Oh, not this scene, I'm sorry, this scene. Here is essentially what we just did, but on a bigger scale. And it looks like I need to actually trim up my webcam. I did some adjustments, so I'm just going to trim that webcam just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're back. This is essentially what we just did, but on a bigger scale. I've got it set up so that a bunch of stuff happens. I've got lasers in the background, missiles in the background. The moving background, this is just a GIF. Okay, this is a side-scrolling, looping GIF that I have as my background. Missiles in the front, lasers in the front, my ship behind the front lasers and in front of the back lasers. And I can do this on a button. So I'm going to press F7 and watch. Look right here. You see all these, you can't see, you can't see, you can't see, you can't see, right? Can't see. I'm going to press F7 and they'll all go to C. Boop. See that? Can't see. Boop. Now I can see them. And the way I did that is basically just set them all to the same hotkey. This is in the dropship scene. So in my dropship scene, you will see that all of the show lasers in the front and high lasers in the front, all of these things are all set to F7. So when I set F7, I can switch to the scene with 4, and as soon as I press 7, it's going to toggle on and off this happening. Okay, so let's press it. And this is how I do this scene. I'm actually over here in the background. I grab my ship like this, and I fly around like this, and I press F7 to start the event, and soon these gifts will start. And they're like, whoa, shit, oh god, you know, oh, missiles everywhere, oh, we're all gonna die, oh, shit. You know, and just like, these are really, oh, I'll pull them off for you. Where are they? It's gun jack, or whatever it's called, I can't remember. Where are they? Is it this guy? Must be. Let's see. I think. Let's see. He should show up in just a second. There. See him there? Down there? It's actually a little guy shooting missiles, but I just kind of tucked him off the screen like that. And yeah, basically, one thing you don't want to do though is don't click on yourself. If you're ever trying to do a moving scene like this, you don't want to click on yourself or click on the ship, because even though it's grouped, if you click on yourself, it will only move that one object. You want to come down here into your sources and click the whole grouping. That way you can control the whole group. And so off scene, I'm over here in this, basically controlling this just like that. And I can toggle it on and off with F7, just like that. Another, essentially exactly what we just did earlier is here in the in-mech, right? The same thing. I've got my cockpit shot back there. There's my cockpit picture, just like you saw. I've got the background in the background, which is basically the whole mech. Then I've got my pilot image, the cockpit. Then I've got me. And then in the foreground, you notice all these little details on the glass. Like here and over here. This is my foreground. Basically, I just went in there, did the magic select like we pulled earlier, and made a face layer of the mask. And so now, you know, we're in there. The possibilities are endless for this kind of stuff. Simple stuff, like same thing here. This is just a background image of the thingy, and I actually need to go back through all these because looks like my trimmings are not right on there anymore. After having done a little bit of rearranging on the setup. No, ish. I don't need to fool with that so much right now, but you get the idea. Now it's gonna drive me crazy though. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's go back over. I'm sorry it's gonna lag for a second, but let's change scenes. I'm gonna show you one more that I finished yesterday. Let's take a look at the Elite Dangerous scenes that we just set up. Hello. Hopefully not too bad. Okay, so this one actually turned out amazing, and Vixie is right. You'll notice, like, the illusion is that I'm in the cockpit when that's my seat, right? And it fits up right sometimes, but, like, if I move wrong, you can see my actual chair. So Vixie's got a great idea that I need to put a green blanket over my chair, so the green screen will actually erase this as well. But it's just an illusion, man. And you just, like, when you hit the space through it, you just sit back and you go, oh, fuck! And F keys to change scenes, same thing. We did the exact same thing here, guys. Literally the exact same thing that we just pulled off with the last ship. We've got our background image of the whole ship. This one took me forever to cut out all these stupid little bars. And it's just like, but it creates the illusion really nice when my arms are kind of like blocked over by the bars and stuff, where it really creates a nice layering effect. Same thing, I just made a 3/4 image version here. This is basically same kind of principle. We went in with our magic select. The gameplay is displayed here. But basically just went in with our magic select and cut out the windows, or basically these were like control monitors, and we went in and cut those out and just put it as the foreground. So this image of the space is our front ground, then there's me, and then there's my background, right? And then the game's tucked in there, and basically same thing we did with the mech scene, right? It's all looped in one thing. You guys saw this. You saw the whole process. we've got our background of the ship, webcam, foreground of the ship, which really it didn't need to be this big, but well, yes it did. But it's really just this bit right here. It looks like it's this huge image, but like the other one, it's dead space just to make the ratio the same. But it creates a nice effect. Now you'll notice there's light imperfections there where my hand kind of comes out because of the squareness of everything. So I just kind of have to be careful I don't get too high up or it'll break the illusion, right? If I go there, it breaks it. So you just want to make sure that you're sort of aware of what scene you're in, and but yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. And same thing, F7. I press F7 and it will turn on my scene where a bunch of stuff is happening. And I'll fly around, and the little asteroids will start popping up in front of me and behind me, and it just creates this illusion, right? We're making lies here, folks. But same principle. Let's get back over to our No Man's Sky, and let's finish up our scenes. That's a good question, Pinky. It depends on the game. It depends on the game. So, man, that one actually turned out really nice. I'm kind of happy with that. Looks good. Although my seat is a little bit off, isn't it? Kind of is. And hold on, let me just see what this looks like with the game capture on. Properties on game capture needs to not be Savage Lands. That would probably be helpful. No Man's Sky, where are you at? There it is. Okay, so yeah, you'll notice I didn't pay close enough attention. There's a bunch of important details down there, so maybe I don't know. I'm not in the ship, so I can't actually see what the HUD is, but like once I'm in the ship, there might be important information down there, there might be important information up here, and you just gotta come back here backstage and position yourself in a way that doesn't distract from the gameplay and, you know, allows for an interesting effect. I kind of feel like taking this one to the next level, just because I like it, so I'm going to find a GIF of maybe either stars going at a diagonal or Earth going at a diagonal. So now we gotta go GIF hunting. That's a great picture. That was a good one. Got away with a lot there. Let's see. And this is kind of the boring part. Sometimes I've got to find GIFs, and it'll take so long to find them, guys. Let's go try space travel. Maybe we'll get something better there. Oh. Now that would be kind of fun if it was the other way. Like if stars were going backwards, we could put that behind us, and or you know, maybe we're going to hyperdrive, and just get ideas, man. Get creative with it. Whatever you spot, let it kind of take you where it wants to take you, and roll with it. You never know where you might end up. But how many scenes I have per game is dependent upon the game. If I'm doing a lecture, it's like one scene, you know, it's or two, I guess, like the be right back scene or starting Sue scene and the actual scene. Sometimes you just got to go down the rabbit hole here, guys, where you just kind of go to view more like this, view more like this, view more like this until you get to where you're trying to go. It's kind of a pain in the butt, though. I really need side scrolling, or well, and you gotta have a smooth loop. That's the worst part, where it's like you might find the perfect GIF, but the loop is shitty. And if the loop is shitty, you know, what are you gonna do? I've done a chroma key and set my custom color to black, but it also takes out the white. Is there a way around that? Let's take a peek. Have you messed with... Where's our machine gun? There we go. Filters. So you've got your chroma key, you've set it to black. I'm sure that you've experimented with the similarity and smoothness. These two filter bars. The similarity and smoothness are necessary to dial in. It takes a little bit of time, and it kind of sucks. Especially that green screen, man. The green screen took me forever to get dialed. But make sure that this finds a sweet spot. And sometimes you gotta go into, like, gray and increase the similarity. It's a little bit weird. Could you trim a not smooth loop in Windows Movie Maker? I'm sure that you could, but I don't know how. That's one of my weaknesses. I'm not that good at video editing. Here we go. Now we're actually getting side scroll. It's kind of a shitty... What the hell are you guys giving me here? Oh, so, you know, you get the idea, though. I'll probably go... Fuck it. Gotta be a side... Maybe I can just type that in. Side scroll. We might get away with it. We might get away with it. Get twinkling instead. Perfect. Side scroll. Side scroll. Wait. I wish I knew how to use Movie Maker. I would get... Oh, here we go. At least that's down the right path. At least it's a moving image, right? I'll be working with sliders and see if I can get it going. I think that's probably your problem, dude. And if it's not, it's a combination of your core color choice and your sliders. Somewhere in there. Like, what you might want to do is try a gray and boost the similarity to a higher value. Basically, the lower your similarity is, the more exact it is to the color that you selected. So a 1 and a 1 is almost like the further it is from the color you selected. I can't find any. Piss me off. But it's part of the process. Sometimes I have to search for hours. Literally, sometimes I will search for days to try and find a GIF that actually sums up what the hell I'm trying to get to happen. Well, maybe I could get away with something like this. Nope, not a smooth enough loop. That loop all the way? Come on, baby. Dang it! Did you find something? It's kind of working. 2 matches done. Well done. Well done. Good job. Man, where's all my smooth GIFs at, y'all? Where's my smooth GIFs? MWO? Yeah, I need to do that too. I need to do that tonight too. I got some of the rewards. I posted over in the Discord, guys. If any of you play MechWarrior, should get 1 game done. You should just go get 1 game done. It'll take you 20 minutes tops, because the rewards are off the charts. It's like, what, 1,500 MCs, a free mech bay, shit ton of global credits, and... You know what? This is... There's a keyword that I've found. Pixel. Pixel GIFs are legit. Oh, it's 1,250. Alright. Nah, come on. Give it to me. Worse is having to click on them all. There's gotta be a side-scrolling Starscape out there somewhere, right? Where the hell is my side-scrolling Starscape? Where is it? It's out here. It's out here in internet land. I know it. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know you got the 2 hero mechs, too. There we go. Oh, that... Okay, we're getting on to something here. We're on to something. Where'd that one go? I want more like I want more like this. Show me. Show me all your... Might just use that one just to demonstrate for purposes. That one's kind of fun. I like that it's going backwards. Ooh, maybe this one. This one's... Well, not this one. I like this one. That's pretty good. Oops, oops. Let's use this. We'll call this a space GIF. Okay, we'll come back over here. Maybe I won't even have game capture on this screen. Maybe it'll just be a funny one. We'll input, remember, images are GIFs included. It doesn't have to be a movie file, a media file, or a slideshow. You just go into GIF mode. Let's call this, space background. Add source. Here's our space GIF. Aren't you moving? Did he say... Son of a bitch. See that? It saved it as a JPEG. Sometimes you have to open it up and actually go save it on the stupid site. Now it's a GIF. Okay. Image. Make this our space background. And you know, you can spend as much time as you want. Is that the one? No, it's this one. You can spend as much time as you want trying to make this thing perfect. Finding just the right GIFs. If you guys got movie... First of all, if you have movie maker skills, please go to the Discord and tell me that, because I need you. I will pay you. It's not perfect, right? But, nah, it's not perfect. Oh, it drives me crazy, actually. One thing I could do, though, you know, I might be able to get away with this. I'm gonna copy this and paste it. This is gonna be weird if it works. Oh, come on. Come in. I'm gonna try something. Let's just... We're gonna make this space foreground. This works, it's gonna blow my mind. I'm about to blow my own mind. I'm gonna make this the foreground, okay? I'm gonna put a chroma key on it to try and get rid of this background so that you only get the stars. If this works, it's gonna be cool. If it doesn't, it's gonna be a waste of time. That's part of the process, though, man. Okay, not quite that much, but we're on to something. Working? Ooh, is that working? 20? Can't quite tell. Yeah, that's kind of working, isn't it? I think that is working. Just because I want to get a little bit of depth in there, so some of the stars are going over me and some of the stars are going under me, so it looks like we're kind of in it. Might be a little bit much on the chroma key. Hold on. Let me choke it back a little bit. Maybe 15. Might be too much. No, that's not. We can still get away with less. 20. Getting away with it. Getting away with it. 15. Ooh, it's working still. Even 10. Even 10 is there. Wow. Shit. Okay. Alright. Let's just call that. That looks okay. So that gives us a little bit of a layering effect, right? And then I'll just lock those in position. And then we can sort of fly around in it. I might have some other GIFs. And again, I would actually probably spend more time trying to get a 3/4 angle just to match the ship trajectory. Because the ship's kind of going like this way, right? And it, to me, it kind of breaks the illusion just by having the stars go this way. So I would spend maybe another certain amount of time out there to find a diagonal GIF of stars. But that's sort of the idea. And then you can do anything you want. You can have, like, you know, like you saw, we've got the machine gun on there for whenever we want. And I would, of course, find a GIF that's a little bit more perfect. In fact, let's do that. Let's, actually, I have one already. You know what? I have one. Let's do this. I got an idea. Whoops. Gonna get rid of muzzle flash. Remove.
You have proven to be a leader in the crew.
Pinky coming in with that sub. Oh, giving a sub to Vixie. Pinky, that's so sweet of you, man. Wow. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's you guys' generosity this giving season is just freaking staggering. Dude, the well, I don't know what it was a charity for, but the charity in biddies that was going around on Twitch raised over like $310,000, $320,000 or something like that. It was insane. So it blew my mind. The Twitch community, man, you guys are so generous. Pinky, thank you so much for that support, man. It means so much to me, because you guys, I spend so much time working on these channels. I try really, really hard to make these interesting scenes for you guys. I know it's not glamorous, by a long shot. It's not the sexiest job back here, right? But this is kind of how we do it. I'm curious if this is gonna work for me. I don't know if it is. Might loop this. Let's see. See if we get away with it. If it works, it's gonna be great. Laser. The angle's kind of... One thing I really wish you could do is rotate things to like be at specific angles. Because with the transform, you can only rotate by 90 degrees. Flip. That's not so bad, right? Just right? There we go. That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. I kind of like it, actually. Forget it. We'll keep it. That's good. There. Now I'll fly around and shoot stuff with my laser beams. I just gotta be aware that if I come over here, my laser beam's now off scene. And you could adjust that in certain ways where your laser beam is, bigger or whatever. Hell, why don't we make it a little bigger? See if we can fit it so... Ooh, big old laser beams. I can't remember what I did with this.
Leader in the crew.
Oh man, Squirrely giving us up. Jeez, you guys, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. Dude. Chi, thank you so much. That's Pinky and Chi both. You guys, first of all, if you haven't yet, I think all of you have, but everybody here's in the Discord, right? I'm pretty sure everybody is. Oh, there's Amateur Hour right there. I don't have my my stream chat bot going. But yeah, there's the idea, right? And what maybe I could do is in fact, let's do it. What's a bad guy ship in this game? Elite dangerous enemy ship. Let's find one. Image. See if we can find an enemy ship. You guys are so generous, man. Thank you so much for those subs. And just for being here, more than anything, just thank you guys for being here, man. This is sort of the loneliest part of the job for me, where I sit here for 10 hours hiding in my little bubble and just trying to make something cool. But it means a lot for you guys to be interested in the content and the creation part of it, and I really appreciate your guys' support. I hope that this is helpful. Seriously, if you're noticing something that I go too fast, or if you want to see something, we can probably find a way to make it happen. If you can the bad guy ship be an angry cat gif? It totally could be an angry cat gif. You could make it so that it's an enemy spaceship, and then when you hit it with the laser, it explodes into an angry cat gif. Should we do that? Should we show how to... That'd be kind of cool. Is that an enemy ship? Oh, that's Elite Dangerous. Tempting, though. Yes? Okay. You guys want to see? Okay, alright, alright. That'll work. You know what? We'll do it. Let me find... First, we gotta find an enemy ship, though. We do need one enemy ship graphic. And then we'll do it. I hope, dude, I can't wait to come check out your guys' channels. I know you guys are way more creative than I am, and the stuff that y'all are gonna come up with, especially some of you young bucks who have yet to, like, blossom into the beautiful flowers that you are. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with, man. It's gonna be great. Oh, you know why? It's a wrong game. If you can't tell, I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous recently. Like, a lot. It's super fun. You're setting up the stream channel right now? Cool, man. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Is this an enemy ship? A sentinel? Look like a ship at all. Where's my robots at? I'm curious about what creative things you think could be done if you don't use a camera. Well, one thing I really like is face rigs. Face rigs is kind of a fun software where if you're not comfortable with your face, you can basically turn your face into a dinosaur or a mermaid or a dragon or a zombie, and it basically just models your face into a CG model. So if it's face shy, like if you don't want people to see your actual face, I might consider investing into face rig, which will put an avatar that you can customize in your place. If you're just more interested in just not having a web camera, that's totally fine. Actually, dude, what you were doing on Christmas when you were making the cookies was sexy. Like, seriously, just having a shot of the table with all your ingredients spread out and just seeing your hands sort of work the space, that was cool. I mean, that was really cool. I honestly really liked this, like, anonymous chef baking cookies on cam. I thought that was really cool. And if anybody out there can find a picture of a bad guy. Is this a bad guy? I've never played the game, so I don't know yet. Again, normally I would go take these screenshots myself. Like in Mech Warrior, that's a screenshot of the mech that I actually play. So it just creates that extra little bit of immersion rather than some random mech image, which I actually had in the early days. Now it's just a screenshot of my actual mech. We can get away with this. I'm gonna do this one. This is gonna work. This is gonna work for our purposes. That's a HTML file. Hold on. It's being funny on me. That picture go. Picture. Okay, this is gonna be bad guy. Call this bad guy. What'd I miss, V? I used to watch a streamer who only used hand cams. I really like the hand cam. I thought hand cam was great. Oh, really, Squirrely? Oh, I couldn't tell that was you. You know, the 4 was throwing me off so much, I thought it was some rando in here. That's hilarious. Where are we? Here. Here we go, bad guy gif. We're gonna do a little bit more cutting. Again, this is why I use this tool, is for this one freaking feature. I love it, I love it, I love it. We're using the Magic Select, my favorite. Okay, now we just gotta clean up a little bit. Let me press F7 and turn off that laser. I'm pretty sure that's still going off in your faces. And if you're ever trying to get just the right amount of pixels, just stick your tongue out. I'm telling you, if you stick your tongue out, you will be more accurate. I don't know what it is. Big believer in the tongue. What? Yo, seriously, you guys, thank you so much for your support tonight. All the cheer, your company, your questions, and those subs are tremendously helpful. You guys have no idea. It means the world to me. Can we see just have the stars right now? Oh, what? Really? I'm sorry. Oh, that makes sense. Yes, you can see. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, God. Just make sure when you're fucking around with this stuff, try to have 2 monitors, which I don't, so you can actually keep track of yourself, which I can't. So try your very best to keep track of yourself, or you'll do stupid things like that. Thank you, Pinky, thank you. All of chat has sub badge right now. That's incredible. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is amazing. Shoot, I'm getting a little bit flush. I feel the blushness coming into my cheeks right now. My heart's racing like I just met a cute girl. Sub badge, woo! Now, I kind of like the goggle one. I kind of like the goggle one, but I don't know. It's been interesting since becoming a streamer. I'm spending a lot of time watching Twitch now, but not because I'm interested in Fortnite, but because like I want to see what other streamers are doing. I want to basically find mentors. I want to find people to model and you know, idols, people I can emulate, people who can teach me, people who I can just glean little nuggets of genius. Pinky, are you serious? Yo, giving out... Dude, that's like 4 subs. Pinky, you're crazy. Jeez. Chi coming in with that $5 donation, a T1 sub gifted, and taking Pinky. I think that makes you stream boss, actually. If I'm not mistaken, you're freaking stream boss right now. That's insane, dude. Thank you so much, Pinky. Wow. Wow. I'm a little bit speechless. I'm verklempt, I believe it is. Verklempt. Oh my gosh, you guys are so good to me. I don't deserve you. You're so good to me. You just got gifted a sub, dude. Well, yeah, but you got one for yourself, too. Pinky. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. That is so generous of you guys, man. I hope that this helps you. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And, I mean, hand cam is totally fine. I guess... if it were me, if I were to not have webcam going, I would, and this is just me, you guys know me, I'm a little eccentric when it comes to scenes, right? I would, make sure that there's some sort of interactivity on the channel for my viewers. If it's not me, certain channels are like 100% gameplay, right? Like no overlay, it's just like here's basically the game on your own TV. You're just not playing it. I'm just not a fan of that. I think that one of the most important part of Twitch is building friendships and relationships with people, and I just realized here's where we screw up. I kind of need this thruster. Doesn't that look funny to you guys? That little cut-off thruster right there? Looks like crap. Dang it. Alright, take 2. Oops. Take 2. I would just try to have some sort of way, like even just stream avatars, right? Is stream avatars going down there? Just little things. Little things that keep people... I mean, I don't want to say keep people entertained, but that's sort of the business that we're in. If you're going to stream here, you're in the entertainment business. Straight up. Even if you're doing an educational channel, like you were doing the other day, cooking Christmas cookies for everybody. I don't think I'm gonna get away with this, you guys. Yeah, I will. Those thrusters are gonna be a little bit of a trick. But even if you're cooking, right? Like what is the Martha Stewart show? Is it an educational channel or is it an entertainment program? Right? What is Chopped? What is Dave Ramsey's Hell's Kitchens, right? Like is it just a cooking show or is it part of the entertainment business? It's entertainment 100%. So no matter what sort of content you're producing, just keep in mind that you are going to grow, and maybe this is not your purpose of why you're here, but basically the reason why your viewers are here, especially at first, before you've built any repertoire or relationship, they're here to be entertained. They are. Even if they're just here to get gameplay, it's to decide whether they want to buy the game or whether they want to watch the game, or is the gameplay entertaining, or is the streamer entertaining, you know, if you're gonna take your webcam out, and that's totally okay if you do. There's a lot of channels that don't have webcams that are successful. I would consider face rig because it's just a way to take your face off. and still have a face. If that makes any sense. There's something that people can relate to or understand, or, you know, they need to put a face to the name. That looks kind of cool, actually. That turned out bitchin'. Cool. I like that. Okay, we're getting away with a lot here. Get almost murder, folks. Actually, there we go. Let me just do a triple check, make sure we got everything. Not quite, not quite. Insert. Are you not entertained? Right? Exactly. You, like, what scene is that? Did he just kill a guy or something? There we go. I like that. That's much better. Much, much better. Let me just triple check in here before I click that button. Because again, once you click that button, man, you're going to have to trim all this stuff out again if you miss something. I think we're good. I'm going to trim it. Turn off the orbit lines! That's better. That's much better. Now this one, we don't have to get any layering effects. Doesn't have to be super fancy. I do need a transparent background, though. And I might as well flip it here, just because I already have an idea for the scene. Okay. Make that a sticker. Crop it down to a workable size. There we go. I'm not sure if I want my face on screen, but I really want to do cool things like the spaceship. Tried using a loop of my Guild Wars... Oh, that's a cool idea! That's a super cool idea! Oh, yeah, dude, that would be cool! But exactly, same idea, right? You're just trying to put a face to the name, even if it's not your face. And dude, one thing that you could do, Pinky, I bet you anything, even if it took a little bit of money, you might have to commission somebody for a model, which I don't think it would be that much, but let me show you something really fast. We're just gonna break away. It's under, you can get it on stream, it's called Face Rig, okay? Let's look at the store page. This might be an idea for you. It basically puts your face on these kinds of things. And it models your face. You can have different backgrounds. There's a ton of different DLC. You can customize the characters. I bet you anything you could actually be Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. You get this software, you pay somebody for a Pinky model, and Face Rig, well, you like implement it into Face Rig, and you could just be Pinky. I think people would get a kick out of that. This is what it looks like in action. I use it sometimes when I'm not having a good day. Coterie, what up, man? That ship. Just dropping by to say hi. I appreciate that very much, man. Hi. Hi. I wish I could play with you guys today, but you know, something to consider. You could probably be Pinky. And there's a whole, I'm not going to go through the websites, but there's a bunch of places where you can just commission somebody to make you the model. And I don't think Pinky would be too hard of a model to do. One of the things that they do now is two-dimensional characters, too. So if you wanted to, rather than a 3D Pinky, you could actually be like, you know, like the hand-drawn character Pinky. Well, I'm not going to go down that tangent right now, but just an idea. Just an idea. I think, you know, I would go to Pinky MacGyver and actually watch Pinky. That'd be pretty cool. That would be really cool. Okay, so this is gonna be bad guy, but PNG. This is our bad guy PNG. Dave. You're learning on Blender? Oh, you could totally make your own Pinky! Absolutely, you could get away with that. Okay, so there's our bad guy image. Now, let's put our space back up. Wait, okay, I don't want that. I don't want that either. Well, we can keep that one just to keep it sparkly so you guys can look at something sparkly. Now I'm going to implement a new GIF, which I actually learned is pronounced GIF the other day, which pisses me off beyond measure. Call this bad guy ship. Add new. Not under MWO. This is under No Man's Sky. Bad guy ship. Okay, we're gonna put him down here. We'll make him all big for perspective's sake. It's not perfect, but... Hi everybody who's just coming in. This is a little bit different stream than normal. We'll hit him with the with a laser beam. But here's how you could turn him into a cat, okay? We could go... Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. He needs to be a slideshow. Image slideshow. Instead of a regular still image, we're gonna make him a slideshow. It's gonna be bad guy destruction, okay? Have you been slipping the gyps? No, man. What's up, man? Whoa, my God. I haven't heard that since last time you came in, slipping the gyp. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Stop when not visible, so we have total control. Drop this to about 5. I don't know if I want it to loop just yet. I don't think I do. I'm gonna go bad guy ship. I might actually, instead of make it fade in, we're gonna make it slide in like that, right? So, let's get rid of this one. We'll delete this. No still image. It's not perfect. I would probably find a better graphic. So we'll click that. Wait, shit. What? Ah! Where's my slide in? Supposed to slide in, buddy. Oh. Stop and not visible loop. It's a loop. Also, I'm gonna have to add more copies of that. Hi, Barbado Goats. I'm sorry we're not doing Elite Dangerous today, guys. We're sort of we're prepping for a comparison stream. I'm gonna compare No Man's Sky, Empyrean, Galactic Survivor, and Elite Dangerous. We're gonna kind of do like a comparison day, but I'm doing sort of an educational thing for some of my streamer friends and showing how I make some of the ridiculous scenes happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to set these all to activate on the same hotkey. So my bad guy, where's my bad guy at? Show bad guy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make him on F7 too. Hide him on F7. So the lasers will fire. Want to check out how I did this? Well, welcome. We just made this ship a little bit earlier today. Here, let me show you how it is really fast. Basically, we have a background image, which is here. This is our background, okay? Then we have a foreground image that we're gonna slap over the top. So our background, and then a foreground in the front with a transparency in the cockpit. Between the background and the foreground, we're going to put a picture of our cockpit. So basically, it's background, this cockpit image, webcam, and then in front of it is the foreground image. And we kind of trimmed out this little bar right here to give it a little effect. And it's all grouped together so we can fly it around like this. And right now I have it on screen shares because I'm showing people stuff, but it will be out in space like this, right? So we can grab our spaceship and we'll put our goggles on. You know you need goggles, just for the immersion's sake, right? Put your goggles on, and then you look really angry like this, and then you grab it and you ride around like this. So we're working on it. It's still a work in progress. I thought that this would be boring for people, but the people have spoken. They want it, and so I must provide. Google powers activate! Okay, let me get the space out of your guys' way. I know it's not the sexiest stream, that you guys are getting a bunch of duplicates, but it's alright. It's my bad guy. Where do I want that here, right? Yes. Now, for the tricky part, what we're gonna do is it takes a little bit of time to dial it in perfectly, because this part's sort of a pain in the ass. I'll show you how we do this. Okay, we're gonna add an explosion. I've already set an explosion scene up. over here. Where's my... Here it is. Boom. We got our boom. Our big boom. Like so. See how our transparency is? You see it's not transparent at all. Just gonna delete those and stop this loop so I get my filter right. Filters. Another chroma key. Same. We're just gonna take out that black with a chroma key. Making a custom color. Go with black. And just toy with the similarity until you kind of get it so the black is gone, but low. No. $15. Can't go any lower. Once I get to a certain depth, though, it'll kind of screw everything. Really? See, there's all black. There you go. 3's all right. 4. That's not bad. Okay. So that's gonna be us blowing the crap out of him. So many buttons, I know. I'm sorry. We'll property this. We're gonna start out with the ship. Where's our bad guy ship? Man, Sky bad guy ship, which I really don't like. I really hate this GIF, actually. And basically, these two things are our... Oh, I gotta increase that filter a little bit. That's kind of got that crappy little thingy. Oh, 3? 2? 3? There we go. 3 looks good. That's pretty good. Okay. Better. I hate that it pops out a little bit like that, but it's okay. We'll get away with it. Bum. Now what we have to do is actually slide is not going to work as much as I wish it would. Slide is going to be a little funny. We'll go with fade. So I've got these all set to F7. So when I press F7, laser's going to turn on, ship's going to turn on, but I don't really like that. So what I'm going to do is, this part's a pain in the butt, guys. I'm going to add a blank slide before this laser. That way, I don't know if I want to do. Okay, that way, when I press it, the ship will show up first. That's a little fast. Bad guy destruction. Huh. Properties. Really? Why is it just like boop, boop? 10,000. Let's see what that looks like. What the f? Why are you? There, it should fade in like that. Huh. It's not fading in. That's so weird. It's doing it here. Swipe. Slide. Ah, okay, that's a little funny. Year Zero, what's up, dude? Just make the ship and explosion aligned with the top of the screen. Why? Internet went down, data's laggy. That's okay. Salute Singularity. Thank you so much for coming by today, buddy. Just being funny. Let's see how the laser comes off. There's the laser. That's not really great. You know what? I got a different idea. I got a better idea. We're gonna separate these into two different things. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna separate this explosion into its own thing. Now we can do the slide, and that shouldn't be any trouble. I hate that that's not doing it. I don't know why it's not sliding. Sometimes, honestly guys, sometimes I just have to restart Streamlabs OBS. I'm not going to do that tonight, but Sometimes when everything says that it's right and it should work, and it's not, you probably just need to restart it because it gets a little stupid derp sometimes. Let's see if that works. I don't think it will. Fuck it. Oh well. You lose, sir. You lose. Now I'm gonna have the explosion as a separate slideshow image. To fix the cutoff on the explosion. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. This one's gonna be the explosion. And we're gonna start off because basically we're gonna try and develop dead time. So the guy has a chance to shoot, then the laser goes off, then the explosion happens, and the guy goes away. And this is where you sort of have to just tweak your timings and your millisecond digits until it plays out properly. So we're gonna start with blank slides, at least 3 blank slides. You can do this mathematically too if you actually calculate your stuff. 3 blank slides and then our boom slide, which is that's my universal destruction. Not that one. There it is. Explosion. And we need this to have a chroma key again. I gotta redo that. Custom color, we're gonna make it black to get rid of that black background. And I think we had it at what? 3 and 4 and 3 or something like that? Something like this, I think. Should be okay. Might go a little less than that. Scoobs, what up, man? Salute to you and crew. What's happening? How are you, dude? Today's stream is a little bit different. I'm tempted to go play a little bit of MechWarrior because there's that event going on right now, but I really want to show you guys how we make this crazy stuff happen. Transition time needs to be way more. Right? Transition time between slides, transition time in milliseconds. If I do, what was that, 700? Let me see if I do 100. Woo! This is super helpful. I'm so glad, man. That's why I want to do this. I'm glad this is helpful for somebody. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do it! Do it now! Do it now! Ah! Okay, that's too long. There it goes. Jeez. This is too long. 4,000 maybe? 10? Ooh, I don't know. So basically, I'm just gonna have to tweak the numbers until everything is in sync, which is kind of a serious pain in the ass. I'm gonna set that on a hotkey though, so we'll show the explosion on 7 as well, hide the explosion on 7 as well. Now, everything should be in tandem. I don't know why it's not sliding in, it really needs to be. You'll probably go back and watch the video to get what I missed. Are you a streamer too, dude? If you're a streamer too, I can show you. If you got any questions, man, feel free to ask. I would be happy to demonstrate. Still about too much. Let's go 2,000. 7. Guy shows up. He should slide in. I don't really know why he's not, but he should. Okay, so that's too fast. It's that. I don't want it to repeat. I don't want it to repeat. That actually got 2 off, so what we're gonna have to do is add more dead slides. I just want this explosion to disappear after 1 explosion. Like that. Okay, so, perfect. Now, I'm just gonna add more dead slides until this thing is on point. It's a weird way to go about it, man. It's if you have movie maker skills, please, for the love of God, just make a fucking movie and import one media asset, which is your finished, sexy product with the transparent backgrounds, and it's all syncopated and nice. I don't know how to do that, so I flop around like a fish back here for way too long. That's not enough. I'm gonna have to add a lot of these. A lot of these. Basically just because it's gonna go dead slide, dead slide, dead slide, dead slide, dead, and this is just to get the explosion to not repeat itself. Or it'll go like boom, 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 boom. So I had to bring these numbers way down just so it explodes and it's gone. I might even be able to get away with like 22. But now it's shuffling slides quickly to get past that explosion. So I'm going to have to add blank slides, so it's blank slide, 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 explosion, blank slide, blank slide. So ship slides in. How we did? Laser goes off. Oh shit. Too many. Crap. Way too many. Oh gosh. Okay, so what did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. And the horrible part is it doesn't just let you delete one. It's the stupidest thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try 4 before we get carried away. I think I screwed up there. Okay, let's try 4. We click. Laser goes off. A little too much, and 2200 doesn't work. You see it? It kind of popped up back for a second. So let's go 2050 and add one more blank slide. And this is just a tailoring time where you gotta, if you're trying to do a little interactive scene like this, it takes a lot of, can you record a couple seconds then import the recording clip so it says one source? You absolutely can, and I highly encourage you to do it. Highly encourage you to do it. We're getting close now, though. Where's my laser? I want this to be a little bit shorter lived. This needs to be a little bit shorter lived. Maybe... Oh! Okay. Scared. What happened? Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? I was supposed to do that. Really? Hold on, I feel like something's wrong with this explosion. There we go. This is what's wrong with it. It's always playing even when not visible. God damn it. Stop when not visible, restart when visible. Shoot. Laser. Ugh, shoot, you see what we did? You see what we did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is too much. Dang it! 5 is too much, can you believe it? Okay, 1, 2, pain in my butt, 3. Okay, it's 3 a.m. Gonna lay down. Courtney, Chi, thank you so much for coming to hang out. I missed you. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we'll boop you when we get out of here. Laser goes off. Guy blows up. Laser turns off. Guy disappears. Oh, now we gotta work on guy disappears. Okay, we got... We're basically gonna have the same sort of principle, where we're gonna have blanks... No, I'm sorry, not a blank slide. We need more slides of the guy. Of our actual opponent. So bad guy. I think probably 3. And then blank slide. And we don't want this to loop. Because if it loops, it's just going to keep cycling. He'll show back up. That's under here. Blank slide. Alright, let's try that. No loop. Guy shows up. Laser goes off. Explosion. Disappear, you ass. Get out of here! Get out of here! Ah! Jeez. Oh wow, look at that, because I had that on 10,000. Oh my goodness. Let's try 4,000. And then you just gotta tweak with it until it works. Up here. Ah! Damn it. There he goes. Okay, that's still like about twice the amount that I need. And this needs to be like a 500, like. Okay, let's try that. Hold on. Let's see it with space, because it's driving me crazy. Do. So he shows up, and he should slide in. I really don't know why he's not sliding in, but laser goes off. Almost. So we almost got it. We're gonna try and slide him out of there while the explosion is going off. Let's try. I'm gonna go like 2,500. Okay, restarting. Activated. I don't know why he's not sliding in. Everything says he should be. Laser goes off. Explosion. Almost got it there. That's almost it, right? We're close now. Just tweak it a little. Let's go like 2,200. Let's try that. Shows up. Laser goes off. He blows up and he's gone. There's our quick little thingy. And at the touch of a button, we can make this scene happen. Now, I'm gonna hide this one more time. Face, background. Oop, there we go. Thank you, Barbado Goats. Thank you, man. So it's kind of a bitch, and seriously, if you guys have... First of all, if you have movie maker skills, come on over the Discord, mark yourself with video editing skills, and I will pay you. I will pay you, because I have ideas that require media skills like that, and I don't have them. So, like, we can build with each other, y'all, like... You know? Loving the animal love. So that's sort of how it goes. And look at this. This is what's pissing me off, though. I really think if I restart this, it would get fixed. Where's my bad guy? Bad guy, here we go. It says he's supposed to slide in. Transition is slide. I don't know why he's not sliding in. And I'm pretty sure if I just restarted it, it would work. But it's not, and it's making me mad. You know what? I actually know what it is. Here's a stupid little rule with this thing. Gosh dang it. Properties. We need one blank slide before he shows up. Then he will slide in. That's gonna throw off our timing, though. It's gonna throw off our timing. Oh. Now he's gonna slide in, though. Blank slide at the end. Let's just see what happens here, because I'm pretty sure he'll slide in now. There he goes. Now he slides in. Laser goes off. Explosion happens. Disappear. Ha! So close. We gotta kill one of him. We need 2 of these. Instead of 3. This guy. Bad guy. Right in that little... Stupid little nuance. You gotta have a blank slide first or the slide effect won't work. It will just appear. There he goes. Pops in. Laser. Blow up. There we go. We got it. There's our scene. Now what I would do in an addition is check this out. This is something I really like to toy with. It's a soundboard. This is just me, and this is next level stuff. I'm not gonna do this right now, but I would go in... It takes a little minute to load every time. I don't know why, but... I would go into a soundboard, and I would have a sequential sound sequence that lined up with this. And I would have it on F7. You'll notice I already have some. I would want it so that when I press F7, which starts this, basically I would have like a... You know, maybe a... So sound like, okay, I press F7. Sound effect starts. Shoom. End of sound effect. And that's just running over here on the side on the same hotkey that I'm triggering the effect. Okay? And that's how I do a lot of that stuff, where it's just like, press one key and all those sequences are gonna kick off. And what I could do, I'm tempted to do, is explosion, bad guy, webcam, lock all of this into one scene. We'll just call this shoot scene. Now I can kind of manipulate it a little bit, I think. And I could like fly these guys around so it looks like they're actually in a little bit of a dogfight. Just give it a little bit more action, because when you guys see it, it's going to look like this. Hold on, where's my front for? There we go. So when you guys see it, it's going to look like this. Press it. Now fly us around. And we get them, right? That's it. Oops, I need to kill it after that, but yeah, that's pretty much how I make some of these scenes. And this is sort of a quick one, honestly. A lot of the time, I spend a ton of time on this shit, so just to get it all perfect. Like, I need it, I'm super OCD, it's gotta be just perfect, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And the sky's the limit, you know? Like on that Mech Warrior scene, I basically did exactly what we just have. I made a sound effect over here on my soundboard. It's machine gun sound effect and the car explosion. Now the car explosion is when I blow up the mech. The machine gun effect is when I go right? So I press one button, F2. It turns on my scene of all the slideshows. It triggers the machine gun sound effect, and I've got the blast sound effect actually with, rather than combining these two, which I should have done and just had it the scene sound, like shoot mech scene sound. I have it on two sound effects that trigger, and this one just has like 10 seconds of dead space while this one's going. This one's actually going, but it's silence, and then the explosion's just time to dial in with the ship blowing up. And that's something I would do over in Audacity. If you've never used Audacity, it's a free software. I really recommend it. Like, let's just make a stupid little mock one. Let's just make a mock one, okay? Hold on a second. Just to show you guys the concept. I would basically go to record. I'm gonna start my scene. And then fucking stop my recording. In real life, I would be getting the sound effects online. Like, I would even spend money to get really killer sound effects. But then I'll have this sound clip, which is all the effects that I need. Rather than my voice, it would be the actual effects, right? These are just kind of my place markers. I would, over the top of my little voice markers, which are essentially just quick little checkpoints for me of what's happening in the scene, I would replace them with like kick-ass sound effects, which I have some. So let's just do that really fast. Record. Hold on. Amplify. So it turns out really, really quiet for some reason. Record. Delete that. I'm going to start my scene. We start right there. There's my button click. Start the scene right there. Got the button click. Well. Okay, so there's my explosion. I would go like import audio. I've got a whole list of things here in my Twitch audios. Where's my explosion sound? Blast wave? Car explode, that is it. Grab this. I think that's dead here too. And then fucking... Yeah, that's all dead right there. So we'll delete that. That's just me talking. But you guys get the idea. Now I'll copy that and just put it right on top of my explosion here. Paste. Now, it's way louder than everything, so I'll have to decompress it back down into about the same. That would be a plane sound, laser sound, ship exploding. I might make that all silent. I see a little buzz stuff there. Let's generate silence. Boom. Trim the excess. So, and then basically I would save this as an MP3. I don't need this. And I would get a laser sound and, well, you know what? I actually have I have an airplane sound. Let's do that. I'll import audio airplane sound. It's a long one because I did this for a scene in MechWarrior where we only need a quick little. Sure, why not? I'll delete this. And then we'll paste that here instead. I can hear it now. I would probably taper the front in and taper the back out, which is under a fade in and a fade out here. Fade in, fade out. There we go. Laser effect, car explosion. And I would basically just save this as an MP3, import it into my sound board, have it set on F7. So that when I press F7 over here, it's going to trigger my sound effect. Silence is going, silence is effect, right? And then it goes off. Pretty simple stuff. It just takes a couple different pieces of software. I can link you guys to the soundboard. Honestly, I'm tempted to find a new one. This one is annoying. This one's very annoying, and I don't recommend it at all. It's what I use, but I don't recommend it in the slightest. So I hope that has inspired you guys a little bit. If you have any questions, now's the time. Let's go over into like a chill mode. I'm gonna get out of this scene for a little while. Let's hang out. I need to hang out with you. If you don't mind. I need to hang out with my people. Okay. And we're back. Hi. Let's hang out. Let's just chill for a little bit. That's pretty much the process. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear. If there's something you would like to see or something that you have in mind, I would be happy to answer any questions like that. Or we can brainstorm how to make it happen together. Again, I highly recommend using a video editor. And rather than having 12 slideshow images that are all triggering on a hotkey, just have one media file where it's done and you just trigger one media file, because then you can integrate your sound too. Then you don't even have to have the soundboard working in tandem. You can just, like, you know, line up your audio with your video so that when you trigger it, it's audio and video with one thing. I highly recommend doing that, actually, because that process sucks. Goes into a website looking for perfect Sims 3. Oh, Jade, what up, man? You still stuck in there? That poor girl's been stuck in Sim 3 for weeks now. I feel bad. Not my fault. Not my fault. Same thing here. So basically, this is just a GIF. I found a GIF and I cut out. Actually, I don't even think I cut this out. I don't think I did. Yeah, it's just that. This thing, it's just a GIF. Some space GIF. And I just put myself over the top of this little scene, put you guys down there. But yeah, if you have any questions, man, now's the time. I hope that was helpful for some of you guys. I'm excited to see what y'all come up with.